Oh, okay, we're live. Oh, boy! Welcome.
Right. You're live. Oh, Elsa said she won't be here.
Okay.
Oh, who's longer than fist bump?
So, I got a message last night. Well, first I got a friend request, and then I got a message. And I immediately accepted the friend request because when I saw the last name, I thought, oh my God, I know who that is. And it was John Clare. I only know one family with the last name Clare. Country fan! And friend request, I immediately got a message that said, is this my Aunt Trish? Oh, I could have cried. I almost burst into tears right there because I knew it was Raymond's son. And he was just making sure that I knew about Raymond. And he made me an offer that I've never had in my life. He explained to me that they weren't going to do a funeral, that they were just going to have a celebration of life thing, and they were going to have him cremated. And he asked me if I wanted some of the ashes. Oh my God. No one has ever asked me that before in my life.
Awesome. Well, I mean, I don't mean that, like, you know.
Oh, no, I get it. I was floored. Which I told him, I said, listen, I live in Kentucky and I don't have any way to get there. Because he said, I'm willing to meet you somewhere. And I told him, I said, well, I live all the way down in Kentucky and I don't have any way to actually meet you because my car's broke down. But, oh my God, I'm just touched that you even offered. I was blown away by that.
Yeah.
Good man, walking. Good. Welcome to the party.
That's right. That's really cool, though.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, and for the record, the reason I walked to the store was not to get food. Obviously, I have food. Thanks to a very good friend. The reason I walked to the store was because I needed a part. And I couldn't order the part because I didn't have the money on the card. So I had to walk over at the store, put the money on the card, and then walk back and then order the part. That's why I was walking to the store in 95-degree weather with the sun right above my head.
Wow. What part you ordering, Trish?
I'm ordering a cutting wheel for the Dremel.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm hoping to do is, once I get it in, which should be around the 1st, I should be able to cut those lug nuts the rest of the way off.
Oh, okay. That'd be good, then.
Robert, are you still mad at me about last night? Robert, were you mad at Caden last night?
Apparently.
Apparently.
I didn't get the memo on that one.
Ah, okay. Well, at least now you know. Okay, is Alvin not here? Because he's not saying anything. Damn it to hell, Alvin.
Alvin.
Oh, about Florida Georgia line.
Does it suck?
You ain't wrong.
I don't think Robert would disagree with you on that one, but it might not be what you're talking about.
Now, I'm assuming that that's what that means because that's the only thing I ever see initialed that way, abbreviated that way. FGL usually stands for Florida Georgia line.
Fuck golf lines. Damn thing Alvin might have fell asleep on us. Nope, there he
Yeah,
is.
sorry, I'm here. Just having a connection problem. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
our
first,
connection
yeah,
is good.
sorry about that.
Is it just me or Trish, when you use them headphones, it sounds like you're talking through your nose. You sound real nasally with that headset.
Oh, well, now I'm offended.
No, it's not fine. To
I'm, I'm sorry.
It might be just you.
No, I don't know. I can't hear myself. So I have no the foggiest idea.
I think you sound all right. That's just
I
me.
thought it meant. Oh, oh, well, that could be abbreviated that way too. Fuck Garth's lies. Yeah, damn the devil. It's all this stupid raining lately. Not my fault. Rain, rain, go away.
Back the other day.
You know how Garth exaggerated the Central Park attendance record?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking he's doing with this stadium tour, because that on stage looked really huge to have as many people as he's saying is going to be at
Hmm.
Nashville.
Look, if it's a stadium, they can only get so many people inside. A stadium only holds so many people. There's only so many seats.
But here's the
Yep.
here's here's the whole gist that people don't understand. Okay. Okay. Say you got a 80,000 seat stadium. Okay.
Mhm.
The way the stage is set up and everything like that. Let's say you're going to block 20,000 seats. Okay. You may only offer 60,000 tickets. Okay. Let's say every one of them is sold out. Okay. That's considered a sellout show. But here's the thing, depending on how your stage is set and everything like that, depends on how many people you can get in a stadium. So let's say Garth is doing, I don't know, let's say 70,000 people. I don't know what kind of stage setup he's got. I don't know if it's a thing where he's in the damn middle and the whole thing is surrounded. I don't know. But I am thinking that, somewhere there's going to be some empty seats, because if he's doing any kind of a stage that does not sit in the middle of the stadium, and there's ways from all when you can see like a flat stage in the middle, and everybody can see from all sides of the stadium, there's going to be empty seats. So him saying that he sold out, yeah, he may sell out. That don't mean he sold every seat in the house. And you can't tell me now. No offense to Garth Brooks, but I don't see where he said he had that many people in fucking Central Park. There's no way in hell that he had what he say, what 800,000 people there. Is that what he said he had? I've heard
Something
anywhere
around that.
500. Let me tell you something. That show that Metallica played in Moscow in '91 with 1.6 million people, that looked a whole hell of a lot more people than Central Park. And you got to think about it. Okay, that's another what? Maybe another, what, about 500,000 people, some shit like that. Still, there's no damn way Central Park held that many damn people. Not the way he had that stage set up. I might could see 200,000 or 300,000 people. I could see that. There ain't no way he had that many. Oh, that's
Justin, right. Officer Justin in the house. I'm good, Justin. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, buddy. How about you? Oh, the reason I don't believe that is because I'm a hypocrite Garth fan.
Oh, yes. I caught part of that earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think someone knows what the definition of hypocrite is. Or how to spell it.
Actually, I'm a hypocrite. You hear that?
That's right. And don't you forget it.
And then a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Doing good. Just got back from a little truck ride with my brother and dad. Oh, cool.
Nice. Oh, man.
Hypocrites.
That's right. Hypocrites. There we go.
I wish I knew this person because I wouldn't let them live that down.
Hello.
Nope,
Oh,
still no comment.
I'm telling you, that damn stream is something else, boy.
My day has been hot and exhausting, Justin. How about yours?
Yeah, this channel is looking a little suspicious. They got no content. And according to when I click on the picture, it says that they've only commented on Bill's video. That's the only video they've commented on. That one video.
When did they create the channel?
Let's see. August 19th.
Of what year?
Last year.
Huh. No, that's a little suspicious. Not bad. 3 days off. Nice. Oh, started to cut hours. Well, Justin, are you happy about that, or are you upset by that? I was not trying to imitate Alvin. I swear to God, I wasn't. It just came out before I could stop myself.
Okay, trying to take you to that channel.
What's that?
They have a link in the about section of the channel. When I Googled it, it sent me to that channel. Like if I'm
Okay.
already on your channel, I don't need a link for it.
So you think it's
Got it?
Homeboy?
Damn the
Yep.
devil. Sorry, I'm
Well,
actually
here's
okay
what
with
I
it,
don't
actually.
understand.
Oh, okay, good.
I don't know. Yeah, I shouldn't get worked up like I'm just. Oh,
Speak it. Speak it.
okay. I don't know if you want that, but
Do it.
okay. First of all, if it's who I think it is, you know who we all think it is. Okay. Why
That was,
create
yeah.
fake ass?
Sorry.
Okay, under a fake ass name to come in and comment under my video about Darth when you could just use your cojones that you're supposed to have, create your own fucking page with your own name, and come in and comment like a man. No, you can't fucking do that.
It actually have
But
to be a
even the
man.
profile pic looks like a man.
Just because you look like one don't mean you are one. Just because you have a dick don't make you a man.
That's
Just
true.
saying. You can have a penis and still be a pussy.
That's right. Okay, I want to ask something. How can you be true to your fan thing to someone, good or bad, and be a fucking hypocrite? You know, I gave examples of what hypocrites are. Like that stream I did, hypocritical Sunday Christians. Okay, you go out here and do one thing on Sunday, and then come out here and do something else on Monday, but you telling me how to live my life. Okay,
Yep.
just because I don't agree with every damn thing that Mr. Brooks doesn't mean I'm not a fan. But see, it's people like that who makes you not want to be a fan at all.
Yeah.
Because if people like that are the people that Garth Brooks loves and supports and wants to have as their fans, maybe I don't need to be a fan. Simple fact to it all. Because one, if you're an artist, you've ever created any kind of art in your life, whether it is music, whether it is movies, whether it is books, or even art itself, like paintings and drawings and stuff like that. If you can't take criticism, get out of the business. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay? If you can't have fans tell you that you're doing something wrong, you need to retire. You need to just quit making content altogether. No more stadium tours, no more box sets, no more rehashes, none of that. Just get the hell out. When you got fans that are so blinded by an artist that they can't see that they do any wrong, I don't want to be a part of that at all. I've told people a million times, a true artist to a true fan to an artist will praise what they do right, and they will call out what they do wrong.
Yep.
No band is perfect. No artist is perfect. No album is perfect. No song is perfect. None of that. Always going to be something somewhere and somebody somewhere is going to be like, hey, that's, I think that sucks. Or,
True.
maybe you played a wrong note here, or you did something here that, or, whatever. That's what creating art is all about. Not everybody's going to like it. I hate to tell you this right here. Not every author loves Edgar Allan Poe. Not everybody likes Stephen King.
And they're
But I'm
wrong.
willing to bet you that somewhere down the line, someone's going to say, "Hey, I don't care for the guy, but guess what? This is amazing. This is great literature." Okay, I'm not no genius when it comes to anything. I write poetry. I can't tell you what I think the greatest poem of all time is.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. She's always running.
Hmm.
But that's just it. That's just the way I see that. And I'll call an artist out when they done something I don't like, point blank. And if that's being a hypocrite fan, then I guess I'm one.
Oh, speaking of calling artists out, apparently people are trying to cancel Brad Paisley now.
Why?
All because he did that he performed at the thing that Joe Biden did in Nashville to encourage people to get the shot.
Oh yeah.
And now people want to cancel him. And he also said that it was your patriotic duty to get the shot. You're not patriotic if you don't get it.
Well, it's his choice words, man. I mean,
You okay, Trish?
Uh-huh.
Just making sure the way you got up and ran away.
I'm not sure what just happened, but I now desperately need to get a hold of my neighbor. Hmm.
If you need to go to the apartment, we can hold down the stream for you.
She's not there.
Um,
Someone's ex just showed up.
oh, drama.
Yeah.
Make sure you record
well, I'm gonna say this. First of all, he has a right to say what he wants to say, and he has a right to believe the way he wants to believe. But he already knew
it.
that saying stuff like that was going to cause some kind of backlash. Do I believe he needs deserves to be that? No, I don't. Okay. Whether I agree or disagree, I could give a shit. Let me tell people something, okay? You're not patriotic if you don't take the shot. Because I'm going to say something to people, okay? I took the shot. I took the shot by choice. It was my decision to take it. No one made me take it, okay? I took it. Now, there's people out there who have medical conditions that their doctors have advised them not to take the shot. Okay? If your doctor tells you not to take the shot, how is that unpatriotic? Okay? Whether you take it or not, that's your choice. That doesn't mean you're unpatriotic. People, people have got to understand something. I choose not to wear a mask. That's my choice. Okay? That doesn't mean I'm unpatriotic. That is my First Amendment and my God given rights to sit here and believe that, look, I don't need to wear a damn mask. Okay? So, if you think that you're unpatriotic for getting a shot, then I guess that means my dad's unpatriotic. And there's a lot of people out here who's unpatriotic, man, I guess. But you got to watch what you say around. You got to watch what you say, especially on national TV and through social media and Facebook and all that shit, because that shit's gonna come back to haunt people. Okay. Now, it's just like any other thing. I think it should be a person's choice, and whether they want to or not, that's on them. I'm not gonna go out here and say, hey, look, you're a sorry piece of trash for not taking a shot. That's their choice. So, it's a bunch of shit. That's all I got to say.
Okay, it's all good.
Nice.
Yes, country fan, everything's okay. I got a hold of her.
Wow.
Well, I wasn't comfortable not telling her that guy was here because I saw them when they were together. I know how bad things got, and I thought, oh shit, he just showed up out of nowhere. All hell's getting ready to break loose again.
If one of my exes show up, I just wonder what the fuck's going on.
But it's okay. She told him he could stop. Apparently, he left something, and I guess she figured it was something important. The last time they were together, I guess. Anyway, she found it, and she told him he could stop by and get it. She wasn't here. Last night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Oh, damn, I forgot my mic's right up next to my mouth. Y'all can hear that, can't you?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm used to the mic being over there. See, I can do that under my breath if the mic is over there and y'all can't hear me. Read my last comment, please. Okay. I have a question. Like the idea of your new channel called the Tripsters Video Network. I like it. I just discovered it today. Oh, okay. Justin, you may not have been here when we announced that one night. What night was it?
Last Monday.
Last Monday, was it? Okay. I couldn't remember what day it was. Hell, you know how my mind is. I don't think we have very many people there that night, but yeah. First of all, thank you. I'm glad you like the idea of it. But yeah, it's just a way for us tripsters who do videos to actually come together and have all of our stuff, together, but still separate. See, I like that. Oh God, I just pulled a Garth. Oh God, I take it back. I'm done. No, I'm deleting the channel. Forget it. No. Anyhow, moving on. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. What if we got 4 people in it now?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
me, Wild Bill, and Alvin and Robert. Oh, and guys, I feel like I need to do this. So give me just a couple minutes here. I feel so bad. I feel so guilty. I really want to apologize. Whether I need to or not, I want to. So, okay, just let me have this. Okay. I am so sorry. I have been releasing new episodes of different podcasts, at least two different ones, and I have not spoken about any other podcast in our Tripsters podcast network. That was one of the main rules. Okay, was if you're in the network and you put out a podcast, just drop a mention of one of your fellow podcasters. Okay, and I'm the world's worst. Wow, Bill, you're right. When you're recording a podcast and you're in stride of what you're doing, what you're saying, and then you stop because you got to the end of what you were saying, you just quit. You don't think. Oh my, guys, I'm so sorry. But I
That's
have
fine.
actually been recording advertisements by themselves. And I don't know if any of y'all have heard that or not. But what I have been doing is dropping ads for some of y'all's podcasts and just releasing those by themselves on my channels.
Cool.
London! Welcome. Howdy. So I didn't want you guys to think that I wasn't following the rules. I wasn't breaking them on purpose. But yes, I am mentioning you guys. I'm just doing it in separate commercials, not tagged onto the end of the episodes because I'm a dumbass that kept forgetting to add that to the end of my podcast. So now you all have your very own ads.
Oh, nice.
What's with the screen name? Well, Bill, I'll let you take that one.
Oh, okay. Landon, in case you do not know, I have another YouTube channel called Wild Bill's Media and the Arts Podcast. Okay, where I do podcast episodes, video podcast episodes of different medias like books, movies, music, stuff like that. Um, Interviews, different stuff like that of like artists and stuff like that. So I went on there today for some reason. Just I hadn't been on there in a while because I haven't uploaded a podcast in probably weeks. Okay, so I went on there today just to kind of browse around on the channel, see how my views and stuff, if I had any subscribers or anything. And I had a notification, and I had this person comment on my Garth Brooks review thing, calling me a hypocrite and stuff. And actually, Trish, you'll indulge me on this.
Have at it.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna show y'all something right quick. It's easier shown than said. So let me. Oops, hold on. I got to do something right quick. So bear with me here. But anyway, they left comments saying I was a hypocrite Garth fan, and that if I didn't like, if I didn't like the Garth Brooks Fun album, that was my choice. But the problem I have with this is one, okay, if you're gonna call me a hypocrite, learn how to spell. Two, if you're gonna insult give me criticism, give me a reason not to come back on you. Like I would rather have somebody just totally flat out just be like, you know what, blah blah blah, something. And I'm like, damn, I can't come back on that one. I just ain't got shit to say, right? Okay. Um, I would rather have somebody to do that than to um, Trish, can you? I think it shows. Yeah, here it is. So it's. I think you're a hypocrite if you don't like the Fun album. Then that is your choice. But I have seen the dive bar video, and I like it. Okay, good for you if you like fucking dancing sharks. Okay, and just to let you know, Trish, your mic is muted. All right, but anyway, so I made a whole stream about being a hypocrite Garth fan because apparently, Landon, okay, you can't criticize Garth and be a fan because if you do, you're a hypocrite. Like I say, hypocrite, not hypocrite or hippocrate or whatever it is. If you're gonna insult me, do it with English and spell the shit correct. Don't give me a reason to come back on your stupid ass. So that's pretty much what it is. I did a whole live stream earlier. You should go check it out. Yeah. But and you want to know something? Here's the funny thing. That video or that episode of my podcast has 190 views, which is nothing compared to most YouTube. But for somebody like me, I think that's pretty cool.
Damn, that's damn good.
Out of 190 views, she was the only one to comment. Now you can't tell me that most people that's going to watch that is Garth fans. Okay. All right. Why all of a sudden after 190 videos or 190 views, one person's going to comment that shit? Apparently I'm not wrong. Okay. Then Robert goes in and blasts her ass. Then Country Fan goes in and blasts her ass, which I appreciate, guys, for having my back. But apparently, right, I must be doing something right because out of all those views, I only had one comment. I must not have been wrong. I must not have hit. I must be the only person's nerve I hit. Okay? Like, I'll give you an example. Like, there's some other, like the one interview I did with Gene Adams, right? That's got almost 100 views. And that one, Jacob's Well review that me and Trish done, that's got like, I forgot how many views it had, but it's up there too. It's not to 100 yet, but
that's because right?
Yep. Okay. If I'm such a hypocrite, why ain't those things getting comments, right? Okay. My thing is this. Okay, of 190 people, which I would have to say, okay, so there's what? How many people in the family? What, 10 of us, maybe? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so minus, let's say minus 10. So let's say 180. Let's just say 20 of y'all at least watched it one time. Okay? I get one comment from some dumbass. I must not be that big of a hypocrite because apparently everybody else agreed with what I had to say. Because if not, that'd be the most commented video on all the ones I have. All right, wow, sorry to get you going wild. But that's all right, Landon. No,
That's okay. He needed it.
I just, I just think it's stupid, man. I mean, honestly, God, I guess I'm just the worst fan of anybody. I guess.
Huh. Robert's making an awful lot of noise. He must be listening to that episode, and
Yeah.
you know.
Always get prepared for a stream tomorrow night.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
No, it is retarded, man. She think I called Garth a joke because I called Garth out and put music video out YouTube. He care about money. I said the reason why I put his videos on YouTube because YouTube ain't paying him. Exactly, country. And you know what's fucking funny? It took her about 5 damn comments before she could spell hypocrite right. Duh, you lost spelling bee. Spell hypocrite. Okay. Oh no, Wild Bill is called constructive criticism, LOL. That's right. Like I say, man,
Apparently, we can't have it.
see, here's the whole thing that people don't understand. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes too. So if I do a podcast on something and I get something wrong and somebody comes and says, hey, that fact's not exactly right, or this is what happened instead of that, I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Next time I know if I do like a part 2 of this or something, I've got that information and all that stuff. I'm not one of those people, oh man, you come in here and tell me I was wrong. No, I would rather have somebody correct me on something if I make a mistake or something like that, because I want to make the best podcast I can. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I take pride in what I do. But then again, like I say, I done that and I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, why all of a sudden, and just think about it, it was only a week ago too. How long's that podcast been up there?
Oh, that's been up there since just after Fun was released, so it's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, I've got like 19 to 20 episodes, and that was like number 9.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, it's been up there a little bit.
Justin, I know you're asking Wild Bill, but I would like to answer that too. Bareback riding.
Well, it depends, man.
Since
I like
February 8th.
I like barrel racing because I like looking at the women.
Ah.
But I do actually bull riding is my favorite event. But probably bareback is second, But like I said, you can't go wrong with barrel racing. You look at pretty women. And they're sitting there riding them. They're sitting there riding them horses, and you're like, damn, I wish I was that saddle.
I have to agree, country fan. No, it's okay. We knew what you meant.
Worst video ever made. I love it. It is though, man. Damn dumbass fucking dancing sharks.
Hell, Blake looked like he didn't even want to be there. He's like, this shit's stupid as hell. And Blake's into that goofy stuff, so
yeah,
for him to think it's goofy, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like the video. Of course, a dumbass would like that video. Somebody who can't spell hypocrite right. And it's actually not that fucking hard because even if you don't know how to spell it, which I give that to people, sometimes you don't. There's always Google. All you gotta do is say, well, how do you spell such and such? It'll give you a fucking spelling and the definition in case you're not sure what it means. So apparently this person just a jackass.
Yeah, jackass.
You better get you some suntan lotion because you're never gonna get off that.
Robert, no, it's not your Robert, jackass.
Yep.
Right. You're never
Oh,
gonna get off.
yes! That reminds me, Robert, if you did not see it, what debuted earlier was the and there it went. Oh shit. Commercial preview, advertisement, call it whatever the hell you want, for the new season of Corner Gas Animated.
Thanks
Yes,
for
I
the
do
heads
believe.
up.
Oh, you're welcome. It debuted. It was God. It couldn't have been very long before I went live because I got a notification pop up on my phone saying it was premiering, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, no!" And I hit it right before it aired. Keep forgetting what they call it. Advertisement, ad, preview for the new season. Quit!
A trailer?
I will beat the shit out of you. Trailer. That's it. Thank you. We have a winner. Hey, don't be messing with my flag. Wild Bill will come over here and kick your ass. He sent me that. Yes, I showed him. Hello. Because I had to, oh God, I had to take the mic off to do that.
Damn, it says it's got no views. What the hell? Save to watch later.
See, now that's what I'm talking about right there. Look, Robert.
Sexy.
That's right.
Saxon.
I could wear that as a cape. I
Right.
could.
I said, I know. I said, yeah.
Where? I'm going to eat that.
Oh. That's even more sexy.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, well, no, you're too late, Saxon. And Saxon, welcome. He's already back down the hall because I didn't know you were there.
It's this P thing of a dumbass video.
What does everybody think about Blake?
I like him.
Yes. Let's see. Yes to that message. And yes, I like Blake. I saw Blake in concert down here at the expo.
Lucky.
And he had Miranda. It was Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert. And let me think if I can remember how to do this, how they did it. I think she came out first and did some songs, and this is before they got married, and then divorced. And then after she was done, he came out, and then she came back out, and they did stuff together. But when she came out first, and then when it was time for him to come out, the lights went off. A spotlight hit a set of stairs on the back of the stage, and standing at the top of those stairs was Blake Shelton. And what he said was, "Hey, y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. And by the time my ass gets to the bottom of these stairs, y'all better be raising some kind of hell." I freaking love it.
Don't get me started on that one, Landon.
Uh-oh.
Hey, don't be talking about my woman now.
Hey, well, your woman's a damn home-wrecking whore.
Home-wrecking whore. How's that?
Gwen, she's the one that broke them up. They were doing it in Hollywood. Don't be fooled.
Well, it takes two to tango, right?
Well, hey, he ain't no better.
Well, then I guess then maybe he's a home wrecking whore too.
Yeah,
So
he knew what he was doing when he was in Hollywood with her.
he can't. I mean, you can't blame it all on her.
But then she wrecked
That's
her marriage too.
Here's my thing, Robert. I'm gonna say this, okay? If you're a guy and you're with someone, and let's say there's this interest in you, okay? Someone offers. There's one word that stops all of that. You know what that is? No.
No,
Sorry, I'm married or I'm with someone. Leave it at that. You go away. You show any inkling of, oh, maybe I'm interested too. You're just as guilty as the other person.
but then again, we only know what the media says. So they could have already been divorced, but we only hear what the media says.
Let me tell you something, Robert, and I'm going to say this, and I mean no disrespect to Blake. I mean no disrespect to Miranda or anything. Very seldom do those marriages like that work.
I
I mean,
know.
no offense, but look how many times J-Lo's been married. Okay? All right. Now, you take, for instance, you look at Tim and Faith. Look how long they've been married together. Okay? Apparently, them two fell head over heels with each other. And no
I don't
matter
know.
what, they didn't let anything come in between them two. Okay? My whole thing is this. You only find those type of relationships when you're a celebrity like that once in a blue moon. Okay? Them two, Tim and Faith, were destined to be together. I can't say that for Blake and Miranda. Yeah, maybe they were love struck and saw each other and thought, oh man, we're the perfect pair. But I'm gonna tell you something. If he was looking or she was looking or whatever, apparently there was something going on up under the scenes to even make any inkling of, hey, I'm gonna talk to Gwen Stefani. If he's over here flirting with her, or he's even if she's not making any moves and he is, apparently there's something going on.
Either way, both of them were married, and they should have known better.
Maybe so, Robert, but still, you can't blame it all on one person.
I know. Like Landon said, he did cheat on with Miranda on his first wife, so
What have I always said about people like that? If they cheat on you, cheat on their person they're with to be with you, what makes you think they ain't gonna cheat on you with someone else?
there you go. But either way, as long as they don't interfere with my life, I don't care what they do. They're the ones that got to answer to it when they get to heaven, not me.
That's right.
Oh, that's that.
Okay, in y'all's opinion, why do you think Garth and Sandy's divorce? Is it because he is hanging around Trisha Yearwood, or was it something else? Didn't he admit on cheating on her to begin with?
Actually, he got caught.
That's
So
even
he kind of
worse.
had no choice but to admit it. But yeah, she walked in on him and caught him with the other woman. Um, I don't think, Justin, I don't think it's because he was hanging around with Trisha Yearwood. I think he was in love with Trisha Yearwood. But if you ask Sandy, one of the biggest regrets of her marriage to Garth was that they each ended up spending so much time apart on their own individual careers that they became so independent that they ended up growing completely apart.
Um, I want to say something too. I think now I'm just going to say this. I don't. I don't. I think it's hard, especially when you're in a profession like being a whether it's a singer, whether it's a rock star, country artist, hip hop artist, whatever genre of music it is, and you're married. If your wife is not on tour with you, okay, say you're gone for months at a time, and the only thing that connects you is a phone, or maybe Skype, or whatever. I'm just going to tell you from a man's perspective. A man has needs, okay? Now, whether he goes and pursues those, that's on him. That's his choice. But there's consequences behind that. But I think a lot of times too. Now, when you're in a relationship like that, okay, two people have to agree that okay, this is the lifestyle this person lives. I know that there's going to be times he's going to be away for months on end. Am I willing to go through that? Am I willing to sit here and think every night that he's out on the road playing shows, is he being faithful to me? And truthfully, to be honest with you, I could just about tell you there's probably maybe a count on one hand artist that could probably say that they've been on the road and toured all these years and been married and never cheated on their wives. Okay? That's hard. That's hard to do. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying I condone it. But most people like that, if they're making a great living at what they do, selling out shows everywhere, if they're making, let's say, I'm just gonna throw it out, say you make 10 million a year on nothing but concerts. Okay? I think that's a decent living. Hell, that's more money than I'm fucking making. Okay. Your wife doesn't need to work. She really doesn't need to stay home. So my whole thing is if she's not willing to go out on the road with you, now I understand some people don't want to have that life to be in a different city every day. I get that. Some people like home. I get that too. But my thing is this. Sometimes you have to sacrifice to make things work. If you're not willing to sacrifice, then you can't blame the other person for things that may have gone on in your marriage when they're out here at least trying to, provide a decent living not only for you but for themselves. And he's asked you a million times, "Hey, come out on the road with me. 6 months. Go on. If you come up with me 2 or 3 months out of the year, and you choose not to, I hate to say this, but if he goes out and he has an affair, I'm not saying it's right, but maybe if you showed some more, if you were showing you're willing to at least, hey, I'm willing to be there for you at least a couple months out of the year or whatever. Maybe he wouldn't have that desire to want something else. That's just the way I look at it. I could, maybe I'm an asshole for thinking that way, but that's just the way I see it.
Okay, I disagree.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the reason I disagree is because you said if he's making that kind of money, the wife don't need to work. Agreed. But here's the thing, just because the wife don't need to work doesn't mean the wife doesn't want a career. And I will respect the fact that a woman is willing and wants to go out here and have a career of her own, even though her man can totally support her making that shit ton of money. She's not just going to sit there and expect him to do it. She has dreams. She has stuff she wants. So she's going to have a career of her own. So why can't both have a career and do what they love to do without one of them fooling around and blaming it on the other one? Well, you weren't here for me. I asked you to go out on the road with me and you wouldn't go. And I have needs and that's what I wanted. So that's what I did. It's your fault for not going. No, that doesn't make it her fault. She has just as much right to have a career and fulfill her dreams as he does. Just because she didn't want to not have a career and be fully dependent on him doesn't mean it's her fault that he was a dick and went out here and fooled around. She had enough respect for him to convince him to stay and become the artist he is. Why can't he have enough respect to let her have her career without making her pay for it by going out and fooling with another woman?
No, I agree with that too.
Oh yeah, I think I
But
have that same VHS tape.
but
Uh-huh.
so, um no, I agree. I agree on both ends of it. I really do. I mean, if she wants to have a career, more power to her. I mean, that's. But I didn't mean it for like someone who didn't have a career that wanted to have a career. I'm just talking about somebody who just didn't. They were like, okay, I'm just gonna stay home all the time. And I'm not saying that's right either. But I'm just saying, sometimes it's. I don't know. Sometimes I think, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. If I was in that situation and I was a huge artist like that, I just don't think I would be willing to settle down with someone until my career was at least over, or at least like I'm on the backside of my career and I'm winding down and I'm like, I got this left to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I would feel like that, I wouldn't want to put myself and not even that other person in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I mean, I agree with everything you said too. So I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, Landon, I have to agree with that too. too many women expect men to baby them. Maybe it's because maybe it's because I've witnessed it so much, especially over the last few years, of a woman wanting to just sit there and not do anything and let the man do it all. Shit out of her. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a man babying a woman, but honestly, there's limits to everything. And when
Exactly.
your woman won't get up off her ass and clean the house because she waits for you to come home from work and do it, that's a bit much. You're going to go out here and pull a 8, 10, 12-hour shift and then come home and clean the house and cook the meals and do the laundry and raise the kid. I'm sorry, but that's too much.
Oh yeah. I don't know, but what I was saying though earlier, Robert, about Miranda and Blake, I just think there was a lot more to that than what me and you or anybody will ever know. I mean, who knows what was going on behind the scenes with them in their personal lives? You know,
True.
maybe they jumped head over heels for each other, then realized, oh shit, what I do? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mhm.
like I said, I don't condone any of it, but I'm just saying, it is what it is, man. Until you've lived that person's life, until you've been in, or until you could say,
Mhm.
hey, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, you really don't. Well, hell, look at Reba. I mean, who the hell saw that coming?
I know, right?
I mean, they'd been married for what, 30 years almost? And all of a sudden it was just over. Nobody saw that coming. I was in shock. I was more in shock over Reba than I was anybody that got divorced at that time because that was right around the same time as Blake and Miranda split. I heard, oh my God, what the hell? Reba is, wait, a divorce? What? Because nobody ever saw it coming. Maybe that's because they don't make their shit public, but there it was just out of the blue
That's because she wanted me.
because Narvel wanted to be with somebody else. Of course, I don't think she saw it coming either. So, I'm like, what
Wild
the
Bill's
hell's
full
wrong
of
with
himself.
him? I'm like,
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I wonder, like because you take for instance, like me and my ex were together for 15 years. Okay, you and your husband was what, 20 years,
20 years.
and so Reba and like her husband was 30 years. I just think, man, and this is just me, okay. But if you put that much time and effort into something, there's got to be something worth saving there. Seriously. I mean, I know they say people grow apart, and maybe it's because people grow apart because they have got so accustomed to like doing whatever's in their life at the time. You know, maybe it was, you know, a different career or something like that. I mean, you can't. I mean, I don't know what a lot of things, but I look at it as, you've been in this boat together forever, and now it's got a crack in the hull and it's starting to sink. You just gonna jump overboard? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If there's a way to save the boat and save everybody and save everything, wouldn't you at least want to try? I mean, I mean, maybe there's stuff there that's not worth saving. Okay, fine. But I mean, 30 years is a long time to just throw away. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still sit back and think, like I said, I was with my ex for 15 years. I'm sitting here thinking, man, that's a long fucking time to, after all this time, one day you was like, fuck it, I've had enough. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
but it happens, I mean,
Yeah.
but I just,
I'm sorry. It's comment. I'm sorry, but if he was going to punish me, I have a whole hell of a list of things he could do other than that. That would be way more fun.
yeah. But I don't know. And for celebrities like that, man, I just think, like, you take offense, like I was telling him a while ago, like J-Lo. I mean, look how many times she's been married. God, at least 5 I know of.
You mean J-Lo?
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
I don't
woman-
know.
That woman's been married like 5 times.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I know she's had at least 3 or 4 divorces. Because she's married to Alex Rodriguez right now.
Oh my
And
god.
I thought they got a divorce. I read somewhere they got a divorce.
Well, hell, I don't know. Maybe she ain't married no more. I don't know. But I'm just saying that's like her 4th or 5th fucking marriage. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, they say 3 is a charm. If I've been up to bat, okay, curveball, strike 1, slider, strike 2, fastball, right down the damn middle. Here I'm standing here going, I'm gonna hit this fucker. Strike 3, fuck it, I'm going to sit down. I ain't getting back. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, they've been separated since April. Since
Okay.
April. Not that it
So,
matters.
No, I was married one time.
Okay, so I'm like, damn, man, if you're getting married, something's got to tell you, okay, I've been married this many fucking times and ain't none of them fucking work. Maybe I shouldn't get married. Or maybe I don't need a boyfriend because apparently either I or him is doing something fucking wrong. And to be honest with you, I ain't really seen where she's done a whole lot lately anyway.
Mm-hmm. Now, hell, as much money as she's made, she probably don't have to.
That's true too, but still.
Recently reunited with her ex, Ben Affleck. Back together after so many years. Oh, I don't know. I was married once. Reba's done it twice. Now, honest to God, I don't know what the deal is with the men that she marries. Because apparently both of them were dumbasses.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one left her after what, 10 years? And then Narvel left her after around 30 years. What, do they just lose their ever-loving minds? Oh, her first husband was a complete dick.
Yeah.
Just for the record, okay? After she won Entertainer of the Year, he wanted her to quit. He was like, oh, well, good, you won. Now you can slow down. No, hello. No, it's a career. It's what you do for a living. Done it twice. Well, I'm sure she's done it quite a bit more than that, but you know.
Okay. So my thing is like, okay, she and I totally. Here's what I don't understand. Now, okay, maybe I see this fucked up like. You take someone, you take for instance like Sandra Bullock, fine ass looking woman. Okay. Now, everybody knows looks ain't everything because you could be the most beautiful person in the world, be the biggest bitch on the planet. Okay. Just because your outside looks good don't mean your inside is what the fuck. Okay? But Jesse James, that dumbass who's had a mediocre ass career, okay, married to one of the hottest women in fucking Hollywood. And you gonna cheat on her with that scumbag piece of junk you treated on her with. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that dude. Because if I came home to that every night, I damn sure be fucking trying to do everything I could to make her happy. To make her want to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't get it, man. I really don't. Now, like I said, now maybe as a person, maybe she's a bitch. We don't know that. Maybe it's her and not everybody else she's been with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I take that one too. But from what I've seen of Sandra Bullock and what I've heard from about her, she seems to be a pretty decent person. Okay? So
She's really hot.
I'm thinking like, okay, what's wrong with this guy? I mean, he's got to be stupid. But, you know, maybe that's just me. Damn. I mean, there's men out here in this world that
Hey
don't get that.
guys, anniversary of when George Strait's album "The Seashores of Old Mexico" came out.
That was on Somewhere Down in Texas album.
You'd ask Robert, he'd know. That's his boy.
Alvin, if I was
It was
guessing, I
track
would
number
say
3.
possibly a cricket, but it could be the cicada.
Who did rodeo?
Oh, Reba's first husband.
Okay. Never mind. I ain't even gonna go there.
Do it.
Okay, I don't care if I am a dick, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a rodeo star, okay? As they said in 8 seconds, you got to be damn good to make the pay, right? So you're out here and you're not winning every rodeo you go to, and you're paying entry fees, then you're damn sure not bringing in the money your wife is bringing in, who's selling millions of fucking records and bring. I'm gonna tell you what, and somebody that look good as fucking Reba, and especially at her age now, shit, I'm like, hey, baby, I'm gonna massage your feet for you. You know, maybe massage up your leg a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I fell off today, baby. I didn't make no money. In the back row. Okay? I'd have been like, uh-huh. She'd be like, no, I'm good. You sure? Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just a dumbass Maybe that's why I'm a hypocrite Garth fan.
Okay, if it's an emergency, go already. Damn, you're blinding me. Sorry, the guy across from me works for the volunteer fire department, and he just flipped his lights on, that flashy thing, and it's blinding me. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Shit. I don't know. Some people just don't know when they got it damn made, son.
No, they really don't. Well, see, that was what, 1986? Yeah, because she won Female Vocalist and Entertainer of the Year on the CMAs that year. And that's when he told her, "Oh, good, now you can slow down." No.
Could you imagine
And
being? No, I'm sorry.
I just, I guess because she wanted to have a career, an actual career, um, they ended up divorcing because he's a dumbass. And he was a dick about it because he took her for everything she was worth. And there are copies of, like, the very first printed copy of some of her albums, you know, because they're numbered when they come off the printing press. He has the very first printed copy of a bunch of her albums.
Yeah, that's a dick.
Because he got him in the divorce. Because she was willing to let him go, even knowing that they could be worth something one day. She was willing to let him go to get the hell away from him.
Smart woman.
How would he have liked it if I don't know what he did in rodeo, whether it was like roping or whatever it was, but
Oh, I don't know.
What, huh?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how would he like it? He'd have won a world title, and Rick was like, "Well, you won a world title now. Maybe you just retire." You know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how would he hit it like that? He'd have told her that. She'd have told him that.
He'd have told her to fuck off because he was that kind of a man.
Right.
Because she was raised working the horses, working the cattle, working the land. I mean, she worked just as hard as her daddy and her brother. Okay, and they had property. I mean, her and her first husband. And when she went to help work the land or do whatever they were doing, he was like, "No, it's all right. We got it. Stay at the house." Hello? No. She's not a woman that sits on her ass and does nothing. She wasn't raised that way.
Can I tell you what her first husband was?
Yeah, go ahead.
He was a steer wrestler and a bulldogger.
Okay.
I know what the
I knew it
first
was
is. I
rodeo,
never
but
heard the second.
yeah, I knew it was rodeo. I just couldn't remember exactly what he did because he's not important enough for me to remember what he did.
Nope. Maybe he was a clown.
Probably not even a world champion at that.
Huh. Charlie. Was his name Charlie?
Yep, Charlie Battles.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a clown, all right.
You take, for instance, and I'm gonna say this,
Oh.
and I take nothing away from anyone that's ever competed in the sport at all. Okay. For one, you had to have the cojones to do it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I compliment anybody that has done it. Winning the world championship is hard. Winning the multiple world championships is even harder. Okay, you take, for instance, back in the day when Lane Frost rode back in the the early to mid to late 80s. Okay, you had to go to over 100 rodeos a year. Okay, so you're thinking that's at least one rodeo every every other weekend. Okay, all right, and you had to be in the top 15 to even make the world finals. Okay, then you go to the world finals, and you got 10 rounds to compete in. So you look at the world finals as 10 mini rodeos. Okay, you have to be competitive. Them whole 10 rounds to even win a world championship.
Mm-hmm.
And think about it. You could be this close and be 1 point off
Yep.
and lose. And maybe that was your only chance to ever win a world title.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. So those people that have done it more than once, I've even commend even more. You know, you gotta think about something. When you're every time, especially bull riders, bull riders, bareback riders, bronc riders, them guys that get on the back of a horse, okay, or bull or whatever, you've got to dismount to the point where you don't get hurt. Okay, your chances of not at least like getting bruises, getting bumps, breaking a bone is high risk all the time, every ride you get on.
Mm-hmm.
So to stay healthy in that sport and to compete at a level that you have to compete at any and every weekend, that's why you don't have. That's why, like back when I say when Lane Frost, some people look at Lane Frost like, well, he only won one world title. Okay, yeah, I give you that one. But you know how many times he went to the national finals every year. He was a pro. There's some people that's been in a rodeo 20 years and made world final one time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and there's been people that's been in a world finals their whole life and never even come close. Okay, that was twice he went because the first time he lost it, Red Rock was the bull that threw him off and cost him the world title. Because I think that was like 86, and I think 87 when he come back and won it the second time. When he come back the second time and won it, okay. Think about it. I mean, he was that close. He could have been a 2-time world champion just like that. And then the year he died, he had just made the top 5, which they carry the top 15 every year. But to really be competitive, you have to be in the top 5 to make it. And his ride at Cheyenne Frontier Days put him in 5th place for the world title. And I'm sitting here thinking about if he wouldn't have died that year, he probably would have went on and won a championship that year. Mm-hmm. But see, the problem that people don't understand is I've seen people ride good all year long and go to finals not do nothing. You take, for instance, in 2013 when JB Mooney won his first PBR World Championship, no one would have ever thought in a million years that he had a chance. He come back from the break they take every summer, and they come back in like July. He come back and rode the bull bushwhacker that was unridden. And from that moment on, he went and won the last 4 events, of the PBR, okay, that put him in the world title chase. He went on to ride all 6 bulls at the world finals and won the championship that year. So all it takes is one ride to change your whole perspective on something. I mean, that's all it takes. And for someone to have a career like that, and you're gonna say, hey, well, you know what? I suck ass, but you can when you win Entertainer of the Year, you know, are you fucking stupid? I mean, damn, if I'm out here getting my ass kicked every weekend, and I'm not saying that I'm not trying to, you know, I'm doing my part, at least trying to anyway. And I got a wife that's raking in all that damn money. You think I'm gonna tell her to fucking ease back? Hell no. That just gives me more years to rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I gotta be a
Well,
dumbass. I'm sorry, but
well, you know, Reba's daddy was a rodeo star, and I mean he was a world champion.
yeah,
Okay, and he never treated her like that. He's actually the one person who said something to her about, "Are you riding in the rodeo?" Yeah. Okay. Why don't you do what you're good at? Why don't you do the national anthem at the rodeo? And that's when she got discovered.
yeah. You know, and just like I said, reading that book by Chris, that Chris Ledoux book. You know, that book has so much in it, man. That book makes you want to cry. Just and like how much that guy sacrificed and how much he put in to just winning a world title. And you know, luckily he had a good woman, man, that stayed by his side and traveled the rodeo circuit with him. And like he said, hell, they were days that hell they barely had anything to eat. They were in it. They were in it together. And you know, even in back in those days, hell, you didn't win nothing for winning a world title. It was more of a prestige thing than it was anything. You didn't win shit back in those days. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a lifestyle. It's you got to be willing. You got to be willing to make sacrifices that you wouldn't normally make. And you know, I don't know. I just think people nowadays, man, they just don't have no fucking will to do nothing. Some people don't even want to get out of damn bed. They probably
Yep.
wouldn't eat if you know the stomach wasn't. You know, you need to go eat. You need to get out of bed. Nah, I'm gonna lay here because I'm lazy. Okay, whatever. They could probably build a toilet and a fucking thing right here in their bed. They probably never would get out of it. I mean, that's the way some damn people are. Lazier than hell. You know, I will say this, okay? I do complain sometimes about my job. I'm not going to lie. I try not to. I don't like to be a complainer. But at least I can say I get up and go try every day. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a rich woman to take care of me. Damn it.
When you find one, send her my way.
I'm like, hey, baby.
More
What
annoying
are
than
you
a cricket. Well, if it's louder and more annoying than a cricket, then yeah, you're probably right about what it is.
So yeah, you know, that's what I'm. See, what I'm actually looking for is a rich woman with one foot in the grave and one foot out of the grave. You know,
Oh,
Damn.
one foot
baby
in.
her,
Oh,
treat her
wait.
good.
one foot in the grave and the other one on a banana peel.
Yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
baby, you're real good, all that kind of stuff. Just praying like hell she leaves something in her will. You know what I'm saying? Knowing my luck, she got like a fucking
Oh,
poodle.
yeah.
She gonna leave everything to it.
No, you're buttered your bread on it. Hey, Landon, at this point, I'll take whatever I can get, baby.
Money is money.
Money is money. Oh, wait, I take it you don't listen to my podcast.
Yeah. Like,
Somebody needs to send Landon the link to my podcast. Y'all know the one I'm talking about.
orgasm.
Forewarning, Landon, don't listen to it with anybody around.
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah, not a
least,
good
at the
idea.
very least, put headphones on because you don't want nobody else hearing that.
That's right.
Even if you got headphones on, don't play it too loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not a good idea. Because
Yeah, that's one
sometimes the gets a little bit loud.
Mm.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if I got bread to fucking butter.
Oh, I've got the bread and it definitely needs to be buttered.
But, I'm telling you. We should, what y'all would do one day. We should just do like a fucking top 10 dumbass stream.
Orgy?
No, just like a top 10 stream of people.
Just trying to be helpful.
A top 10 stream?
Yeah, like top 10 dumbasses. That'd be the first one.
Hell, Garth would fill that damn thing up.
Oh, yeah.
Mutt Lane would be one of them too.
You might know that Britney Spears has a sister. Yes. I knew
You
that
little
Britney
late
Spears
on
had a
that one.
sister. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
She's a bitch.
I meant to say this the other day and I forgot. Okay. Now I'm not a Britney fan, and I haven't really kept. I have really never really kept up with her career because it's never been one of my things. But we all been talking about this conservatorship and all this stuff. I have been sort of kind of paying a little bit of attention and know for a fact that in her conservatorship that she's not allowed to get pregnant and have a child and all that stuff. Am I not right?
No, you're right.
Okay, now,
Yep.
why isn't why is Me Too movement jumping all over that saying this conservatorship doesn't give a woman a right to choose? Okay? Either way, whether it's to have children or not to have children, I would think that if your movement was true and legit at having a woman's right to choose, okay, I would think they would be all over that conservatorship, knowing that conservatorship prevents her from getting pregnant and having a family of her own. Okay, that's taking away her right to choose. Why aren't these people like jumping all over that and going, look here, this conservatorship's wrong, just on that basis alone? Okay, so where are all these people that are so-called Me Too movement. Where are you at? Okay. Like I said, I'm not a Britney's fan. But as a human being, it should be her right to whether she wants to have it or not. I'm like I said, I'm not one for like abortions and stuff like that right there. I mean, that's just me. Okay. But what I'm saying is, for those people who sit there and say that you're a movement that is supposed to advocate for women for like sexual assault or whatever it is, or your right to choose, why ain't you fucking going and jumping all over that shit?
Do you seriously want to know?
Yeah.
Okay, it's because legally, the reason she was originally put in the conservatorship had to do with her mental state. If you are diagnosed with certain mental disorders, you can't have kids because there's no way you could take care of them mentally. You are not mentally capable of physically taking care of your own kids. You're not mentally capable of taking care of yourself, let alone another life. It's why they used to, oh God, I forget what it is. I don't know what the word is. They used to do certain kinds of operations to keep certain kinds of people from having kids. I don't know what it was called, but it's because it was too dangerous for them to have kids. It's a similar situation to that. It's because it's a legal mental issue. That's why. And it's bullshit because there is nothing mentally wrong with that woman. I'm crazier than she is.
Testify to that
Britney
one.
Spears.
But
Yeah.
okay, you say that for instance, okay, Trish. Now some people would consider an autistic person that way, right? To a certain extent. Like
To
different levels
depends on the
of
severity. It depends on the severity, but yeah.
okay, but what I'm saying is, so you're telling me that if a person who is, I would say, autistic, but and maybe because like I said, there's different levels of everything. You saying that they don't have a right to have children? I mean,
Uh, I'm not saying I believe that personally. I'm saying legally standing, if somebody pushes it, they can take that person's right away. Legally standing, depending on what state you're in. California being one of the worst.
yeah. Well, I didn't say you believe that way. I was just saying,
Oh
in
no, I was just saying.
yeah. But my thing is this, right? Okay. So my whole issue with life and things in it, you can't have a double standard. I'm sorry. Okay. If you're sitting here saying, okay, well, you know, it's okay for a person to go out here and have an abortion and it's not considered murder, okay, but so let's say someone was to accidentally kill a pregnant woman in a car accident and then you get um go to prison for say like double vehicular manslaughter, okay, but yet then you could turn around by law and say, well, this person doesn't have a right to have a kid at all. To me, I'm like, okay, so what's the fucking deal here? Right? Either have it one fucking way or don't have it any fucking way. That's what gets to me. Okay? You know, it's fucking stupid. And I understand that she's under conservatorship because they think she's. Here's my thing. Okay, how can you not be mentally capable? If you perform in front of thousands of fucking people, you do dance choreography, you damn write songs, you gotta have some kind of mental capability of doing all that shit. And you tell me that she doesn't in her right ass mind to have a child? Well, I don't think you should be in right ass mind to have any of her money either.
And this is what the hashtag Free Britney movement has been about for years and years and years. Okay? This is the stuff they have been screaming outside the courthouse.
Yeah.
If
Oh, I
she
get
is
it.
capable, and she actually said that herself when she testified for the first time the other day. If I am capable of performing a show in Vegas repeatedly and making this kind of money and supporting this many people, I am capable of no longer being under this conservatorship. If I can do this and make money for all of these people, money that I'm not even allowed to touch, I don't need to be under a conservatorship.
Exactly. When you think about something, Trish, look at these fucking rock stars have gone out here, toured all their life and are fucking broke. They keep having to tour because they got no money. They weren't under conservatorship. They blew their money however the fuck they wanted to. Now they broke. So my thing was, maybe they wasn't mentally capable. Maybe they should have been under conservatorship. So my whole thing is this: even let's just say she was mentally incapable of doing what. Let's just say she was mentally incompetent, like she say she was. I still don't think that's right for them to fucking sit there and say, well, because I'm gonna tell you something. There's difference in like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that I could go out and perform fucking in front of a million fucking people. Seriously. That don't mean I'm not capable of being a father. Okay? So I need to be under a conservatorship. You get what I'm fucking saying? Okay, my
Yep.
whole thing is this. I just think that if these people, okay, that like all these Hollywood celebrities and musicians and stuff, they stand up and fight these dumbass fucking fights that make no fucking sense. But then when you got somebody like Britney Spears, who has probably helped some of these fucking people in their careers somewhere down the road, are not fighting to help her get out of this conservatorship by at least saying, hey, look, she shouldn't have a right for you to tell her whether she can and cannot have a baby and start a family. You know, okay, maybe somebody needs to help her control her money. Okay, I might could see that if she's a big spender. But to sit there and say that you can and cannot do something that is your biologically human fucking right to do, I'm sorry, but they need to go fuck off.
Yes.
And
Agreed.
if you got a movement that is for fucking women's rights and you're not standing up for Britney, then you just need to fucking quit.
Yep.
Yes, and we agree with you. And by we, I mean me and Alvin and Robert and anybody else that's a Britney fan.
And
We
I'm not,
agree.
and I'm not even a Britney fan.
Yeah, see?
And I can tell you that.
That literally just, it flew all over me when they said that the other day. She's not allowed to have that thing taken out because she's not allowed to get pregnant. Hell no. She can't even go to the doctor without their permission. I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. And for lack of a better way to put this, that's got to be some form of slavery.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing too, and I'm just gonna say this right here on fucking live stream. I got a dick. If I want to jerk it, I'm gonna fucking jerk it. Ain't no damn body gonna tell me what I can and cannot do with my reproductive organs.
Okay.
That's right.
Not that we needed to know that, but there it is.
That's like tomorrow. You know, there's gonna be a
That's
big
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm being serious though.
I've got a button if I want to rub it. I'm rubbing it.
Anybody in the stream, I don't mean this the way I sound, but she's got a vagina. What she does with it is hers.
True.
If she wants to get pregnant, let
Exactly.
her get pregnant. You shouldn't tell her that she's got to be on birth control and she can't have a damn family just because you want to be a rich fucking scumbag.
That's all it is.
You know what? I'm going to tell you what.
They don't want anything coming in taking their money away.
Lord, forgive me for this.
Mm-hmm.
Please. But people like that need to burn in the hottest, deepest parts of hell that the devil don't even want to go to.
Shit.
I'm sorry, but that is the truth.
Okay. Hey, Alvin, if you'll hold on just a minute, I will answer whatever question it is. But guys, hold the fort down. I need to go pee. Not that y'all want to know that, but there it is.
Actually, since she's going, I'm going to take a break just for a second, too, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Wanted. Wild Bill. Welcome to the Roberto Show.
Okay, I'm back. Where the hell did Wild Bill go?
I guess he had to take a bathroom break himself. He said he needed to take a break while you were gone.
Oh, okay. Well, I done gone and come back, and he's apparently gone. Do you need to go?
I'm good. Welcome back, you two.
Thank you. They've not been plugged up very long. I can't help it. I don't have it. I'm sorry. Let me take this off. I don't have a charger thing in my room. Plug the damn shit up yourself. You wouldn't have that problem. Oopsie. Anyhow, moving on. Alvin, did you have a question for me? I want your opinion on something. Careful what you ask for.
That could be dangerous.
I never would have thought I'd have did that. I ran on Britney Spears.
Thank you. Like I always say, welcome to the insanity of my live stream.
Damn, he must have lost the internet again. Or there's a long thing he wants to get your opinion on.
Nope, he's just sitting.
Oh, there it is.
And my question is, where Brittany's testimony this week? She mentioned her whole family. Did nothing. She would like to sue her family. Do you believe that includes her sister? I think that's right near the top of the list. First Dad, and
Well,
then
that is
Jamie.
part of the family.
Is her mother part of this conservatorship too?
No.
Yes,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
you
I was
won't
going to
convince
say
me
no.
otherwise.
She wasn't to start with. I don't know if she has become. Because to start with, the dad wouldn't even let the mom be involved or even give her the medical papers or anything.
I would have divorced his fucking ass.
I think both of them need to quit mooching off their kids and get a damn
Wait,
job.
I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? Oh, you are so handsome.
Okay. Well, we kind of can't see you because
You look so good. Oh, no, no. He looks good. He looks so good.
please link me to that Alvin.
Trying to defend herself now? Finally addressing the secret emotion and claims she loves and supports her. She's so full of shit.
Hmm.
Fake as
And
hell.
I'm
Yeah,
just,
she is.
Ain't no motherfucker getting no money off of me if they ain't fucking deserving it.
I know that's right.
That's if I fucking work for it. But see, here's what gets me though, Trish, and all that. Okay, if she is sitting here, so what's her father like? Her manager or something?
No, he's over her conservatorship. He's in charge of everything.
Okay, so
And she does mean everything.
but
He's
my
in charge of
problem.
her. He's he's in charge of her. He's in charge of her money. He's in charge of her life. He's in charge of her account. I mean, she has literally no human rights. He calls all the shots. She can't go to the bathroom without his permission.
Uh, so okay, guys, for all y'all people out here that claim that slavery is such a bad thing, why ain't y'all fucking standing up for Britain? Because that's exactly what that is.
Zoe 101 with Jamie Lynn. Oh, okay, Landon.
See,
Posse.
I just
Yeah.
don't get that. Because what's the difference between that and a woman running her own business?
That would fucking suck. Yes, yes, it would, Landon. Um, I don't even know how they have managed to keep this thing going for so long. And honestly, I think if it was any other state, they wouldn't have been able to pull it off, or at least not for this long.
She can't go to a federal level with that.
What?
Hmm. Good question.
I mean, she can't like take that to the Supreme Court.
Oh, well, no, because she's not even been allowed to hire her own lawyer because daddy's in charge of that too.
And that lawyer's doing nothing for her.
She can't
I
hire a lawyer. She can't fight. She can't do a fucking thing because daddy's in charge of everything she does, everything she says, every post she makes, every lawsuit she tries to file. She can't do anything. She's literally trapped.
if I was Brittany, if I was Brittany, I'd take that money that she getting and hire a fucking hitman. Take that back out. I'm serious. Some people might look at that
I
as fucking
know.
art. Shit. There's some people out here to do it for hardly nothing.
I have
I
thought of that
think
though.
I would. I think I would run because you can't tell me there's not enough Britney fans out there hollering hashtag free Britney that they wouldn't help hide her.
I, I'm surprised somebody hired a hitman to take his ass out.
Him and that stupid woman too.
Hell, if I knew I wouldn't get jail time, I'd do it for free. Shit.
Yeah.
And probably does he go anywhere? It's probably really, he probably don't go nowhere. He's probably afraid of something like that.
In suicide. Yeah, that scares me, Landon. It really does. But at this point, I think even they are afraid, and by they I mean Brittany and anyone who cares about Brittany, are afraid that something is going to happen to her, and it may end up looking like suicide, and it won't be because of what she told when she testified the other day.
Yep.
They're literally terrified that her family or the people involved in the conservatorship are going to do something.
Oh, speaking of, I have the whole court case if you need to hear the whole thing.
Oh, I got to hear it.
I even listened to some of it, to be honest with you.
I got all 42 minutes of it.
So what I want to know is how in the hell was she even allowed to talk to the damn judge if he runs everything?
I don't know. But it's the first time in this entire 13-year ordeal that she's finally been able to testify and say what she needed to say.
I hope she can do it again.
And I hope she gets what she wants. And yes, I do think they need to stop this damn conservatorship and do it without making her go through another ordeal of seeing a doctor and being evaluated. I mean, just drop the damn thing already. Let her live her life. She's a fucking adult.
That's what I'm thinking, Alvin.
It all makes something that's sort of kind of got to me, right? Always makes me wonder. Alan bringing that up like that, right, to a certain extent.
Hmm.
Always makes me wonder if Elvis actually died when he was 18. You think about something, man. I mean, yeah, that man had like bukus of fucking money.
Uh-huh.
But at that time in his life, he wasn't out touring. He wasn't doing anything. He was laying at home. And these people probably wouldn't get, I mean, they were probably getting a paycheck, but not like they probably would if he was out touring and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And what I'm saying is, man, there's no telling what some fucking people would have done to fucking, oh, well, now he's dead. Let's cash in on his fucking fame after he's fucking dead. Some of these people got so goddamn rich off of him after he fucking died. It's fucking insanely fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know something that gets me really
Oh yeah.
you hear these people out here that talk about like, well, is Elvis really dead or is Elvis really alive? I would honestly think that at least out of anybody who would know the truth, it would be Lisa Marie. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and you can debunk that saying, yeah, my father's dead. Why would you think otherwise? And and if he let's just say right, let, let's say on all purposes that he faked his death and he did really live on to be however old he is to be today or whatever, and he did that to his former wife and his daughter. I don't think he's much of a man, and they not know it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I look at it.
Well, I did hear her say once that she actually saw him that night on the floor because it absolutely broke my heart when I found that out.
Can't say I have, Landon.
I support my sister. Yeah, I bet you
There's
do.
no question. So if you don't feel comfortable answering, it's okay. I don't. Well, it's not really. I wouldn't say a mental hospital.
I believe she froze.
Lost my shit.
Oh,
Damn. I don't know what y'all just heard.
nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, I wouldn't call it a mental hospital. But I did lose my shit to the point one time that they had to send me off somewhere to get me back right again. Put it that way.
Sometimes I wonder if I should
So
say.
when I say I'm crazy as a shithouse rat, I'm not kidding. Um, you guys know I've always been brutally honest with you. It's not funny. I know it's not funny, but it makes me nervous to talk about it, and I start laughing when I get too nervous over certain things. Um, but I actually used to be, and this is not a good idea, and dear God, please don't do it. But I used to be what they call a cutter.
Well,
And I took a box cutter and I carved words into myself.
mm,
Yeah. And when my doctor saw it, she said, "That's it. I'm sending you, and I'm sending you now." So, yeah, they had to send me somewhere. It wasn't a mental hospital, but it was, I don't know what you would call it, a place to get help. Is there any particular reason that you ask, Landon? Ouch. Yeah, that was probably along the lines of words that was in my head. But for the record, that was years and years ago, and yes, I am okay now. Ish. I'm okay ish. Wow, that put a damper on the situation, didn't it?
No,
We were talking about
I
how they deemed Brittany unstable. Oh no, I can look at Brittany and tell you she's stable because I've been unstable. She's definitely not unstable. She's probably sick of her family's shit, but that's not being unstable. That's just being human and being tired of people's shit. Brittany, you should listen to my channel.
um.
No time for your shit podcast. Look it up.
So how old is Brittany now?
39. She's 39, right, guys?
So that means she's been under
Mhm.
conservative since she was.
Has it been 13 years? 12 years, 13 years?
So she had been about what, 25, something like that, kind of
Yeah.
close to it. Okay.
Alvin.
Okay. For what I don't understand is okay. She's been performing since she's how old?
Oh, okay. Thank you, country. I'm sorry. What, Bill?
She's been performing since she was how old?
What, 16? 15?
Okay. So let's say she's 16. I don't know if that's when she put out her first record or anything, but okay. Now, even if you had somebody like a manager and stuff like that to guide your career and everything, if you're intelligent to go into a studio,
Mhm.
sing into a microphone, and make music, okay, that means you're capable of doing something, okay? Second of all,
You had
if
Robert
you're
laughing.
capable enough to get up in the morning and put your shoes on, get
Mhm.
off the tour bus,
Yeah,
go
you
play in
need to
front of
hear
a
your
million
people.
fucking. Okay, go go play in front of a million people or whatever
Mhm.
a year. Let's just say a year. Okay, you playing all these dates, right? And I've never really seen a Britney show, but I know what she does. She has a lot of dance choreography and stuff like that in her shows and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
if you're in a right mind to be able to do all that, how in the hell can somebody look at this person and say, "Yeah, they need a conservatorship"? Um, First of all, I need to say this: if you're a judge, okay, and you agree with her parents in giving her a conservatorship, you need to be shot in the head because apparently you're not right at all. Because what is the difference of what Brittany does? And look at the paycheck she's paying out of that money, right? Okay?
Mhm.
Than a woman going out here
Yeah.
starting her own fucking business and having employees and paying them. No fucking difference at all, right? So you mean to tell me that a woman who starts her own damn business needs to be under conservatorship?
Oh shit! I broke it. Hang on. Right. Somebody say something.
Something.
Yeah,
Damn. Oh. I'm guessing it's because I had the microphone hooked up and I've got it run through so they can hear me talk. What?
Thanks for gamer.
Shit. Camera went nuts.
I just now thought about something. Garth Brooks needs to be under conservatorship.
Wait a minute.
Because I don't think he's mentally capable of making decisions that are good either. Maybe he has.
You got a point.
Fixed it. Okay, guys, can you still hear me through the mic?
Yeah, I can hear you. So.
Okay. I had to make it to where my son could hear his people, apparently, because I had y'all through the headphones and he couldn't hear what y'all was saying, and he was like, I need to hear my people. Let my people go. Okay, you can hear them now.
I think if anybody needs a conservatorship, it's Garth.
Oh God, yes.
Maybe he wouldn't do so much rehash.
Yeah, maybe if they put him in a conservatorship, they could take away his rights to to his to his masters.
Then you have all the power then.
No, if they take away the rights to his masters, he won't be able to rehash because he won't have the rights to do it anymore.
Yeah, that's why you have all the power.
Oh, you mean me? Yeah, give it to me. Oh, hell, he won't never release another rehash. Money. I'll take it and break the damn things.
Oh, shit.
So, Trish.
Yes.
In my rant today on my podcast or on my live stream there, I was talking about how, his rehash and all that stuff, but I was also talking about how you look at all the shows that Garth has played since he's been a signed artist, right? Okay. Now, a few have been released as former concerts, like video format and stuff like that, and everything. But you can't tell me that with an artist as big as Garth Brooks, okay, doesn't have, I'm talking about stacks and stacks and stacks of shows recorded that he's played live over the years. Because all you got to do is take it off the soundboard. Okay. All right. What gets me is, okay, you've put out 2 live albums in your career, which I will say some artists have never put out live albums. Some have put out 1, some have put out 2, some have put out dozens. Okay. Here's the thing I get, okay. And I've said this from the very beginning, and some of this is going to be repeat, so I'm sorry if I've said something I've already said before. But you got all those tracks out here, all those concerts, those live things from these shows, and you're only going to pick select tracks from each one of those shows to put on like a double or a triple live album. Okay. What I don't understand is you got all this fucking music out here just sitting in a vault somewhere. Why not? If Garth loves to make fucking money, why don't he fucking release that shit? Because apparently You're not gonna do quote unquote a box set like Metallica's doing in September. Okay. I mean, could you imagine? All right, check this out. Could you imagine Fresh Horses remastered box set with about 4 or 5 different shows from that tour on like CD, DVD, stuff like that, right? And what I'm saying is a reissue or rehash done right. Okay, you would get the album, but you'd also get all that other live stuff, videos, concerts, all that stuff. Okay, my point is, if you've got that stuff in a vault somewhere and it's fucking sitting there, what is the point in having that shit if you're not going to release it? Just so you can see that you look at that guy. Because and I had said this in my live show earlier. I had thought about Metallica's probably their Black Album tour was probably considered one of the biggest tours of their career, off the biggest album they'd ever put out. There's probably a lot more shows out there than what they're releasing in that box set that they've probably got audio and video versions of and stuff like that. Maybe some of it's not so good. Maybe some of it's, over the years the tape has deteriorated or something like that. So maybe the stuff they're releasing is the only stuff that they've got that's in good quality enough to put out. Okay. But my whole thing is this, right? At least they're giving you something. And I've always wondered, like, what, all those shows and stuff like that, where's all that shit at? Because every now and then you'll see videos pop up on like YouTube and places, and even they put them up themselves on their own channels of 1993 Metallica in like Seoul, Korea or something like that. And I'm like, well, here's a video of that. They've gotta have videos of that stuff just stored in their vault somewhere. Okay. Now they're starting to release a lot of that stuff. So you can't tell me an artist as big as fucking Garth is. I would consider, and I know Robert's not going to agree with this, and don't get me wrong, I believe and I always will that George Strait is the king of country music. But as far as being big and have the status that they have, Garth Brooks is kind of considered the Metallica of country. Okay, he has that kind of clout. I'm not saying that he's the king or nothing, or that he's better than George, because he's not. I'm just saying that if you look at his status, some people see that, okay, or he at least has that much clout when it comes to his music, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you mean to tell me, right, that somebody like that just don't have fucking like bukus of shit fucking just stored some damn where? They're gonna keep everything he fucking does.
Well, hell,
If
he's
you
already
got
mentioned one time he got a vault full of shit that
Yeah.
so why not release that shit? I mean, seriously, if you're a dumbass and you go out and buy every time Garth releases a fucking no fences, and you go out and buy it, you gotta be a dumb fucker. I'm sorry, but that's it. I mean, give the people. That's why I say. That's why I said, like with them fucking box sets, how he just sit there and dropped a ball on that shit. I mean, you're dumb, man. I mean, as much as he loves fucking money, I'd be selling the shit out of that stuff. I don't know.
Well, he's not going to sell it unless it ups his numbers.
But look at this way, though, Trish. So let's say Garth released a live album of him playing, let's say, um, hey, like one of the shows that he played back in the thing, and no one's ever heard it before. You mean to tell me he's not gonna make money? That's just something else he can make more numbers on.
No, I don't mean those numbers. I mean up the numbers on the albums that he's already had out for 20 years, like No Fences and Fresh Horses and In Pieces. And he's going to keep upping the numbers on those every chance he gets so that they keep going more diamond and more diamond and more diamond. It means absolutely nothing at this point because the only reason he's rehashing them is to up the numbers on them to make them go even more diamond. He is making the diamond status completely worthless. If you release an album one time and it goes triple diamond, you've accomplished something. If you release an album 15 times and it goes triple diamond, who gives a shit? You released it 15 times and your fans are obsessed enough to buy it all 15 times, so you upped your numbers in sales. Okay, Shania Twain released her albums one time. And at least 3 of them went double diamond on one release. Not a re-release, not a rehash, one release. That's an accomplishment. And she sold over 100 million worldwide. Over 100 million on 4 albums. And honestly, she did it mostly on the second, third, and fourth. It took Garth how many albums to get over 100 million? And how many re-releases to get over 100 million? Now, who's got the real talent?
Me, it's all me.
I knew it.
But see, see, that's just where he's fucking. That's why I say honestly, he needs to be on the conservative shit. Because apparently he just don't have a fucking brain at all.
No.
I mean, you think, okay, like me, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes when I buy a record, okay, if I know that it's going to be something limited, like, I'm going to give you an example. This Chris Ledoux record that's getting ready to come out next week. Or actually this week, actually, the 2nd of July. Okay. That's going to be a limited run. I can tell you that right now. I bet you there's probably won't be but a few, probably a million of them made worldwide. And once that's sold out, it's gone. Okay. Now, when stuff like that comes out, I usually buy 2 copies. I usually buy one to have to play and one to put up somewhere as just because you never know. Something like that might be worth something one day. Maybe not. Maybe it'll never be no more than worth than what I paid for. But there's a good chance that there's somebody coming around some one day and be like, hey, I'll pay you 100 grand for that record because it's so limited. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is this, okay? See, that's when I go out and I buy multiple albums of something. I'm not gonna go out and buy 15 fucking copies of the damn Fresh Horses album. I'm sorry, but if that's all I got to spend my damn money on, then I need to fucking find some other priorities. Okay, I mean, seriously, you've heard the album one time. You don't need 15 copies of it to hear it more than
No.
once. Um, but yeah, that to me that's just retarded. Because like when you put shit out, when limited shit like that, I can kind of see it. But when it shit's readily fucking available to any damn body, and your ass just keeps really re-releasing shit because I ain't got nothing else fucking better to do. I'm just gonna say this. You know what? Garth ain't as dumb as we think he is. Because look at it like this right here. If people quit buying it, he wouldn't do it. You've got people have got to buy shit for you to put it out. When people quit buying it, people ain't gonna produce it to put it out. Okay, so I blame more of that on Garth's fans than on actual Garth himself. Because if Garth can sit here and say, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna release the Chase again, remastered for the umpteenth fucking time with one new track on it, right? Well, I mean, I don't really give a shit about that one new track. I mean, unless it's just some fucking greatest fucking song I've ever fucking heard on the planet. I'm not gonna go out and buy that fucking record. Okay? It ain't worth it for me. Okay? But those people that go out and buy it, Garth's like, oh, and honestly, how many times can you buy, I mean, a record that's already been out all these years? And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't give a damn how many people that I've known bands to remaster an album 3 or 4 fucking times, and each time there'd be a different person that mastered it. You can only make it sound so good. Okay, I mean it's dated no matter what. I mean, you think about it. 90% of his first 5 records were pretty much analog at the time. I mean, they were just getting into the digital age around about what is it, in pieces maybe? Okay, fresh horses around that thing. A lot of studios were going from analog to digital. Okay, but the whole what I'm trying to say is, as much as I love analog and how it sounds, especially on vinyl, you can only master that so much until you start fucking with the original recording. Then that's when you're fucked up. You can only make something sound so good. I mean, you take for instance, Trish, you cook, right? You can sit there. There's only so much you can do to a plate or a dish of food to the point you got, okay, this ain't worth eating, right?
Yep.
Okay, you can add too many spices here and not enough spices there, right? So you got to the point to where, God, man, my dog wouldn't even eat this.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine an album being remastered that many fucking times. I mean, just leave it the fuck alone. I don't know. I guess he knows more than I do. I guess I'm just a fucking man that builds toolboxes for a living. Hypocrite dog thing. Everybody got quiet after that.
Okay, well, guys, I am going to wrap this up. Uh, I just realized we've been going for 2.5 hours.
Nice.
And that's pretty damn good for somebody who wasn't sure she was going to stream at all tonight. Honestly, I was that exhausted and that drained from the heat and walking over there and back today. It was just one of those things where it was something I needed to have done. And I knew that's the only way I was going to do it. Oh, and for the record, when I was almost back home, one of my neighbors did pull up next to me and go, "Get in the car." What the hell is the deal with that? That is the third time that has happened to me.
And I knew that's what I was going to do it. Oh, and for the record, when I was almost back home,
Hell?
one of my neighbors.
You hear that too, right?
Yeah. That was odd.
Yeah, it really was. There was feedback, and there is nothing up on my computer. I swear to God, there's not. It was just the weirdest thing. It's like, what did people? Why do people do that to me? It's like they don't pull over and go, "Would you like a ride?" Or "Where are you headed?" Or "Can I give you a ride?" Or "Do you need some help?" It's like they just pull off the road and go, "Get in the car." Okay. It's a good thing I know these people, or I'd be running screaming the other way. Anyway, I got almost back home when that lady stopped and said, "Get in. It's too hot to be walking. Get in." So I did get a ride part of the way back to the house.
I think I'd have to ask for a ride there if it was 95 degrees.
Now you guys know how to get me in the car with you. Apparently, all you have to do is just pull over and go, "Get in the car," and I just get in.
That sounds like a horror movie.
I've heard "get in," I've heard "get in the car," and I've heard "get in the damn car." All right, jeez. Anyhow, I'm going to go rest now. But thank you for hanging out with me for 2.5 hours. That was not planned, which is what makes it so much fun. But guys, would you like to say goodnight?
Sure.
Alrighty, Robert.
Good night. And as always, remember, Taylor sucks, man.
Wow, Bill.
I just want to say sorry if I took up too much of your stream. No, I just want to say, Robert's got a stream tomorrow. I'm off again tomorrow, and then I work 2 days, and I have 7 days off. And so yeah, might be a few. I might try to do a few streams here and there, but I'll let y'all know. But anyway, that is it. So y'all have a good night, I guess.
All right. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm assuming in Robert's stream, either on screen or in the chat, wherever I'm at, depending on what I'm doing tomorrow. But I think that is going to do it for now. This is Icepets Queen, co-leader of the posse, and Beth sister. Stay horny, my friends, and we are tripping out.